is going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with another episode of the X-Files with episode 13 of season 1. Great stuff last time with, well, we saw Crowley before he became Crowley. Of course, with the elements of fire playing into things, it's, you know, kind of apt with the King of Hell, but it was really, really sinister stuff with his character. So yeah, but yeah, it was really, really great teasing things further with Mulder and Scully, especially with Phoebe being an old flame of Mulder's, of course, and maybe a little bit of jealousy there in the mix. So yeah, but I'm excited to get into this episode. So with that said, let's get into this episode of the X-Files. It is, of course, episode 13 of season 1. Let's go.
All year. Since you always made us take the Christmas tree down the day after Christmas, I'm making up for lost time.
You don't... No, leave it up till New Year's.
Pick up dried pine needles. Treat yourself.
As if he's an authority.
Parents.
Good time.
How's work? Good?
Yep, it's good.
Good. That's it.
I thought you guys left.
Either he's trying to have a sense of humor of miming, or that's not him. What the hell? I don't think he's dead either, but...
Dana?
Mom?
No, he's not actually dead.
We lost your dad. He had a massive coronary.
What the shit? Well, so much for me saying, oh, it's not like he's dead. I just can't with myself, can I?
Let's see some ID.
No, not till I see yours.
Oh, no. Oh, okay. Just ask for ID. Now, I do the IDing around here.
How are you, Dana?
Dana. I'm fine, thank you.
Yeah, he's really concerned. He's first named you, didn't call you
2
Scully.
days ago, a couple was kidnapped at Jackson. He claims to have obtained this information through psychic transmission.
Oh, God.
Mulder, do I detect a hint of skepticism?
Perhaps.
So he's gonna go Hannibal Lecter on this shit, isn't he?
My profile.
The funeral's at noon.
I think you should take some time.
He's looking out for
I need to
her.
work.
I'm sorry about your father.
Okay, alright.
He was entitled to burial in Arlington with full ceremony.
This is exactly the way he wanted it.
He didn't want all of yeah.
Just the family.
He wanted to be, yeah.
Was he at all proud of me? It's your father.
Surely he. And you know, with her seeing those glimpses of her dad, like after he passed and all of that, there's gonna be this whole kind of like closure bit she needs in terms of, are you proud of what I'm doing despite, you know, yeah. Oh. This just breaks my heart. This is just breaking my heart with Scully.
We have him now.
Is that Brad Dourif?
In the souls of your victims.
Is that Chucky?
The dad. Living.
Chucky!
Don't get me wrong, Luther. I want to believe.
I want to believe. Oi. So this is like to get a hone in on where they are, maybe. Oi.
An angel of a stone.
Weeping angels! No!
Off my New York Knicks t-shirt. It has nothing to do with the crime.
Oh my god. Well, well, well. He played him like a fiddle.
Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere waiting for me.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
That's all right. Why don't you go back to the motel?
Holy
We've
shit.
exposed Boggs as a fraud. Boggs is not what he claims to be. He may be orchestrating the kidnapping.
Well, well, well. Have the turntables, right? Now who's the skeptical one and who's the one that might want to believe? Well, she might not want to believe in this case, should I say, but I mean, it's the fact that he was humming that song that was played at her dad's funeral and she's seen the visions of her dad, and it's like, what is this, Freaky Friday?
Waterfall.
Is she gonna investigate? Niagara Falls, but it's, you know, not a... it's not Niagara Falls. Oh my god. Oy, oy, oy.
Exactly what Boggs wanted. He could have been setting you up. You could be dead right now.
Oh.
Why did you feel you had to lie on your police report?
This is so eerie,
I thought it
though.
would be a better explanation.
You'd think
under
Mulder
the
would do
circumstances.
this.
What you're really saying is that you didn't want to go on record admitting that you believed in Boggs. The Bureau would expect something like that from spooky Mulder.
Yeah, there we go, as I
But not Dana
mentioned.
Scully. You back away. Because if it's clouding your judgment, you're putting yourself in danger.
I do
I
understand.
like this job.
You love your father.
I do understand Mulder's concerns.
Been found. The article is bogus. The Carolinian made this one up just for us. Only 6 people know about it. Later on today, Boggs gets his weekly phone privileges. Hopefully he'll call us
Interesting.
to find out what happened.
Yeah, it's just kind of narrow shit. That's funny though. Given the fact that there is the possibility of Boggs just planning 10 steps ahead of this shit. In terms of manipulating Mulder and Scully, in terms of working with someone on the outside to try and have a little bit of leniency to his to his yeah. It makes sense that they, you know what, let's fight fire with fire.
Scully does. She believes me.
Okay, that's so
Agent
sinister.
Scully believes what we all believe. That you have the kids. Now where are they?
He's playing so difficult.
Mulder.
His eyes cold.
There he is.
Cold. Staring at Elizabeth.
Oi.
God, he's got the wire. No.
There we go. We have a look at him.
Don't go near the White Cross.
Don't go near the
He'll
White
see
Cross.
you down. And your blood spills on the White Cross.
Great. Nice warning there, Chucky. I mean, to be fair, he was cooperative last time. It's just that Mulder thought that you know what? I was playing you like a damn fiddle. So, yeah. And even so, we kind of had an inkling. There's still the possibility that he could have been, 10 steps ahead, but we kind of got an inkling that that those visions were legit last time because of the fact that Mulder's with Mulder, and he blew up that skepticism. He didn't investigate Scully. On the other hand, she had a look-see, and it was right. As well as the whole obvious of, Beyond the Sea and her father. You could chalk that down to, okay, well, maybe that's a song he likes. And it's just the coincidence of, it's just the universe is just being a dick. But that shit about, you know, the Niagara Falls, the Weeping Angel, yeah, that's very specific. Uh-oh.
Federal agent!
Oh! Oh! Oh no! Oh no 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 no! There it is! There it is! I was trying to like White Cross, where is it? Oh boy. Well, if you didn't believe he was the real deal before, well.
Upper feeble saline in now and give 2 units ONEG after the cycling stream. Let's transfer now.
History includes being witness to an auto accident in which his high school sweetheart was killed and his mother was decapitated. The 7-year anniversary of that accident is in 3 days.
He's reliving it.
Yeah. What the fuck?
You've done. 4 days from now, nobody will stop me from being the one that'll throw the switch and gas you out of this life for good, you son of a bitch!
Dana, you're the one that believed me.
Oh, come on.
No.
Damn no, Scully. Holy shit.
Believe me, that one time when I was 14 and my parents had gone to bed,
Nah.
I snuck downstairs all alone. Got one of my mom's cigarettes and went out onto the porch in the dark. I was so scared.
Shit.
My heart was beating. I mean, they would have killed me if they knew. But I was
This is so fucked.
excited.
What the hell? He just really tapped into her. Yeah, he just really tapped into her memories.
No. Nobody talks to anybody until I get a deal.
Paul, for fuck's sake.
Don't underestimate my feelings.
That's it though, he's gonna try to play it to his advantage.
Play my one and only life.
I don't ever want to go back again, ever.
Shit.
Who I killed after their last meal
They were all there.
was right there to watch.
Oi. Judgment as well as.
And their fear and their heart. I thought they'd already killed me, and I saw thousands of souls.
Holy shit.
That boy goes to that cold, dark place.
Shit. Because he's still out there, isn't he? That kid, the other kid.
But what if there's another explanation?
Don't deal.
Could Scully start? Oh.
He could be trying to claim you as his last victim.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Boggs. You got your deal.
Damn.
On a bigger, like, huge, vats,
What?
factory.
Oh my god.
Condemned.
Factory condemned.
The
Luther, if you really were psychic,
I'd have known you lied.
Yeah.
There
I
never
was. That's.
was a deal. I know you tried.
There's no way with a piece of shit like you. You've been caught! Game's over! Yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. I mean, he's gonna be bleeding, so... Whoa! Oh! I'm guessing this is why you don't follow the devil. Oh!
been aware of the danger you warned me about, he never would have crossed that bridge. So you saved Jim Summers' life.
Yeah. Could have had him killed.
But you saved mine as well.
Yeah. And they all gonna be waiting on the whole. Yeah, they're gonna be. Yeah, they are.
Would you like to make a statement?
Our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those that trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from
Scully
evil.
not there.
For thine is the kingdom,
Shit.
and the glory, forever and ever.
After all the evidence, why can't you believe?
Oh, it's a force of habit, isn't it? I think deep down she does believe.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid to believe.
You couldn't face that fear?
Ooh.
Even if it meant never knowing what your father wanted to tell you?
But I do know.
How?
He was my father.
Oh. Oh my god! What an episode! Oh man. Getting me emotional a little bit there, Scully. Come on, don't do that to me. What an episode. Holy shit. I'm glad, don't get me wrong. I mean, it was due time. We had a focus on Scully, I would say. A heavy focus on Scully. That was well done now. And I was like, oh, is Scully not gonna make it to the yeah. But she'd rather be with Mulder. So yeah. But I do love the fact that you know, even with all of the evidence, all that she's, you know, encountered, everything like that, she's like still got that difficulty, and it's because yeah. It's all because she's afraid to believe. Oh, absolutely amazing with the focus on Scully. I mean, with this episode opening up, you kind of had a feeling that we were going to have a good focus on Scully with the focus of her and her family. And then the idea that her dad passed away was just heartbreaking. So it was going to be very interesting to follow this story with Scully being a bit on the back foot, really, because of course with this line of work and with that recent news of her father's passing, she's going to be a bit deterred, I would expect. So definitely was, especially with her confrontation with Boggs. So yeah. But there was just so many elements in this episode that was just amazing. It was just really, really incredible. Now, of course, you're going to think maybe Silence of the Lambs might have a bit of an influence in this episode, which it might have. So yeah, I wouldn't say that Boggs is very, very similar to Hannibal. Because there are quite a few stark differences, but I mean, if you're going to go for the whole Silence of the Lambs kind of thought process and all of that, I think it's very, very great that you've got someone like Brad who is being Boggs and all of that, because, I mean, he is fantastic as Chucky. He is Chucky at the end of the day. In the Child's Play series, and yeah, it was an absolute treat to see him as someone completely well, I mean, Chucky is disturbed and all of that, but there is a difference in terms of his voice, in terms of the near-death experience that's changed him. I guess I would say mentally in different senses and all of that. You know, that conversation he had with Scully about not wanting to go back there and all of that, and knowing it's inevitable, but also the idea of him getting, I guess, abilities really went, because it was a near-death experience, wasn't it? So, yeah, but I mean, it was just really, he was just very, very sinister, was Boggs. And it was just really amazing to see how things came to be in terms of the conflict there was with spooky Mulder thinking that Boggs was a phony. Especially since this was, in his mind, a revenge ploy, considering that he did put Boggs away, and now Boggs wants his help, and it's, this is too easy, so, yeah, but, oh man, it was just so great, though. My heart did break, though, for Scully, like, throughout this episode, because of the fact that, again, she was on the back foot, but, you know, the first interactions with Mulder and Scully and all of that in this episode broke my... Like, he even called her Dana, and I'm like, all right. And the way he was comforting her, I mean, come on. Oh, man. But, yeah, it was just really, really amazing to see this episode pan out. And I was just so invested with the interactions between Boggs and Scully in this episode that I did kind of forget about the kidnapped victims of Lucas, I think his name was. So, yeah. Yeah, it was just really, really investing. I mean, there was that moment that just absolutely shook me from Scully, where, you know, she absolutely scolded, like, she was absolutely pissed off, she was absolutely heartbroken, just because there's a lot going on in her mind. When she mentioned about, I'll be the one to throw the switch and gas you out out of this life for good, you son of a... That was just absolutely... Yeah, that was absolutely incredible. I was absolutely blown away. There's been some really, really amazing moments from Scully already, like, within these past 13 episodes. That was iconic. That was just absolutely insane. So, just some insane levels of acting there. So it was just really, really incredible. But, I mean, it's just the idea of, you know, how difficult Boggs is being. I mean, he was being very, very secretive about certain information. He was not going to play ball whatsoever, especially with the fact that, well, you know, he can afford death, but can the agents afford for the guy that was kidnapped? Can they afford for him to die from Lucas? So yeah, as well as the fact that you know, there was this curiosity on what her father had to say, because, I mean, of course, there's going to be closure, really, when it comes to Scully, in terms of what, if her father is proud of her despite the difference in career choices. I mean, you saw the reception at the beginning of the episode when he was encouraged by the mother to ask about you know, work life, and it wasn't even much. Is work good and all of that? Yeah, it's good. And then that was it. So I already sensed there was a bit of a stiff atmosphere between father and daughter when it came to just that interaction alone, and then of course we got a bit more in depth in terms of Scully and how I mean, she saw those visions of her dad and all of that, and there is a bit of that unfinished. You kind of expect there is a little bit of an unfinished business, really, but there is that kind of closure that Scully needs on if she is still making her dad proud, even if there is a bit of a difference in career path. So, yeah. Yeah, it was just really, really. It was just really heartbreaking as well, and I was wondering if Boggs was gonna ultimately give the message. I mean, he was going to, sure, but Scully changed her mind and would rather go to Mulder, which is the right decision. And I'll get to that in a moment because, of course, there was a big thing that was mentioned towards the end of the episode. But yeah, it was just really, really great stuff when it came to the focus on Scully, because I mean, I've been hoping, with the last episode there was a big focus on Mulder's character, especially with his past and how he had that thing with Phoebe, he had a thing against fire, so yeah. But I do feel like during these past 13 episodes, we have kind of shifted towards Mulder in terms of who has been mostly showcased when it comes to their character development. So it was really, really great that we had a massive character developmental episode for Scully, and it was just really great. But it was heartbreaking, but it was just really, really great, especially with the interactions between her and Boggs, especially with the fact that she decided to take a page out of Mulder's book, really, and how eerie the situation was in terms of the role reversal, because Mulder was so convinced that Boggs was a fraud, and it was just so interesting because of the fact that obviously, when he began to sing the song of that was played at her dad's funeral, that's when you kind of got an inkling, okay, those visions were accurate. So, and then, of course, Scully would later affirm that by doing something again. Something that Spooky Mulder would do. And she would go off to investigate the hunches that Boggs left. And, yeah, so it was just really, really insane to see the differences, really. So, yeah. And even when certain claims were verified that Boggs mentioned, it was really interesting to see Mulder ask why now, after all we have seen, after everything. And there was those two moments, really. There was those two moments in terms of him, skeptical about, I wouldn't say skeptical, but him wondering why there is, why you're putting so much faith into the possibility of what could be out there and all of that. Like, why now? Why now? Just why at this specific moment? So, yeah. And it was just really, really amazing to see that moment towards the end, where you had that really, really powerful moment from Scully, where she said that she does want to believe, but she is afraid, and it was just absolutely well done. So, yeah, it was just really, really amazing, especially because for so long you can only go for, or you could, at this point you could only go for so long, in terms of having Scully think that all of this I have a reason to be skeptical over. I can try to rationalize it on a more grounded level and all of that. You can only do that for so long. And I think this is a really, really good point for Scully to make her, I'd say a bit of a, she's creaking the door open, if that makes sense. She is slowly creaking that door open, but she's trying to keep things a bit more reserved, if that makes sense. Whereas Mulder, he's just full beans into the unknown and all of that. There is no breaks that will stop him. But I feel like with Mulder, with Scully, should I say, with Mulder, he's full bean. Scully, she's opening the door just a little bit. So, but that makes things a little bit more, like, she is not on the same wavelength as Mulder when it comes to, okay, well, I'll just believe everything that's out there in terms of aliens, in terms of the multiverse. Knowing Mulder, he probably does believe there is a multiverse. But, I mean, I do. But, she is starting to expand her horizons a little bit. She is starting to have a little peek through the window, and yeah, so it does make things a bit more interesting. Where okay, she can start to believe, but she can still have a bit of reservation and all of that. So yeah, but yeah, it was just very interesting to peer into her mindset, because she does want to have that believability. So yeah. So I just really loved that. But I also loved how this episode was. I'd say I don't know if the straw that broke the camel's back is very applicable, because we are now starting to know that she does want to believe, and yet she does want to keep a bit of a level ground to, you know, certain cases and all of that. Whereas Mulder, like I said, he's full beans to this. It is a great episode based on the fact that, of course, she saw a ghost of her dad, and you have this person who can see visions and all of that, who might have some information in regards to her dad, which would give that kind of closure that she needs in terms of, is my dad proud? So yeah. But it was also really great to see things be a little bit different, with Mulder being benched for like half the episode. So yeah, but there was just some very, very amazing interactions in this episode. There was just some really, really fantastic acting. Yeah, the interactions with Boggs and Scully was just absolutely mesmerizing. So yeah, but yeah, it was just really amazing. It was just really, really amazing. And I even loved how Mulder did have that moment where he was concerned for Scully in regards to her darting off the first time and potentially falling into the trap. You do worry that the mentality of, you know, if you've lost your parent, for example, you do feel like you might be a bit compromised. Or that person might be a bit compromised, should I say. So it was really interesting to, like, because it's not just the idea that he just has completely dismissed Boggs, but it's also the idea that Scully, who is now taking a bit of a gander in terms of something that Mulder would do, it's just also the possibility that, like, well, she could be a bit compromised and in terms of her mentality, just based on the fact that she is grieving, and she might be doing things that might not that might be uncharacteristic based on the grieving process and all of that. So it was just great. It was just a really fantastic story. I think this is probably one of my favorites this season. Just with, like I said, the story was just great. We got so much great development with Scully's character, and it was kind of funny to see that kind of role reversal in a sense. But there was just some great interactions, especially between Boggs and Scully. That ending, it was just a really, really fantastic, well done episode. So absolutely phenomenal stuff. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!